Code red for a health system in crisis. People told not to call an ambulance unless it's a serious emergency and instead make their own way to hospital in Melbourne. Lydia's parents wish they knew then what they know now. They called 000 when 14-year-old Lydia was struggling to breathe, but help arrived too late. Now they want everyone to hear those calls because it's time something was done.
She actually died in my arm, and I just don't know how to describe it.
Just bear with me, okay? We've got help organised.
Lydia was 14. She was having a terrible asthma attack. She couldn't breathe.
Emergency services.
And her parents, Bernard and Corinne Angeline, say they were left waiting 30 minutes for paramedics.
Just my daughter, she's having an asthma attack at the moment.
Okay. Are you with her now?
Yes.
When we first told you of the teenager's shocking death, Ambulance Victoria promised it would investigate.
I just want to know the truth.
So Ambulance Victoria hasn't explained to you what came of that investigation?
No.
Have you had any answers or explanation from anyone? Esther?
No.
After weeks waiting, Victoria's 000 service, Esther, did release Corinne's 000 calls to her grieving parents.
So we do have that help organised for her. We've got an ambulance being sent.
Those words are what Bernard says stopped him driving Lydia to the hospital himself, a short 12-minute trip from home.
From the first phone call, they should advise us, ambulance is running late, right? And I would have got her to the hospital, no doubt.
Lydia's parents say they let 18 minutes pass before Corinne dialed 000 again.
Okay, has her condition changed since the previous call?
Yes.
Is she completely awake?
Yes, she is, but she feels like she's passing out.
2 minutes into that second call, it's clear the situation is urgent.
What's that, sorry?
She's turning blue.
She's turning blue?
Yes. It's okay.
Okay, just bear with me.
It's now been 20 minutes since the family's first emergency call when they were assured help was on the way.
Put your ear next to her mouth. Okay?
She's turning blue.
I understand that she's turning blue. You need to follow my instructions, okay?
The 000 call operator is doing everything she can.
So lay her flat on her back on the floor and remove any pillows.
There's nothing underneath her.
Listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do resuscitation.
She's still not breathing!
Just listen to me, okay? Okay, start counting out loud now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
25 minutes after Corinne first dialed 000, still no ambulance, as Lydia's brothers help their dad.
Blow 2 breaths now and tell me when you're done.
She's not breathing.
Okay, so from now on, give her 2 breaths and 30 pumps, 2 breaths and 30 pumps. Okay? Yep. Keep going. That's okay, we need to keep doing this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you listening to me?
Tell them that the fire brigade there, Mum.
So both here.
The fire brigade's there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave you with them.
Okay.
Take care.
Firefighters, the first to arrive.
The guy was pumping, and the other guy was using a machine like giving my daughter breath until the ambulance came. Too late.
She was gone.
Yeah.
By the time the operator hung up, Corinne says they'd waited 28 minutes for help.
I'm shaming because I just want people to know. It was a serious call.
So you actually would like people to listen to these calls?
Yep. I know it's traumatising. It's very hard because I couldn't handle it myself. My opinion, people need to be aware of how the system is working.
Andrew Keenan, Director of Ambulance Victoria, texted Corinne personally the day after our first story aired.
Hi, so sorry for your loss. We would like to meet with you and answer your questions. please let me know your email address so we can make a time to meet with you.
I just wanted answers. Why we were never contacted after the call.
Corinne says after a phone call with Mr Keenan, she never heard from Ambulance Victoria again to arrange that promised meeting. But Lydia's family doesn't blame anyone at Ambulance Victoria for her death.
Personally, I feel very hesitant to call 000.
So you've lost faith?
Yeah. You know, like, if I can make it to the hospital or a doctor, I'll get there myself. I've already lost a daughter already. It's seeing other families doing pretty much the same thing. It does break me.
Remember at the very start of the pandemic when we all went into lockdown, hundreds of thousands of Australians lost their jobs and their businesses, billions of dollars spent to buy governments and bureaucrats time to boost the health system. Almost 3 years later, people are dying because they can't get an ambulance or a hospital bed, and we are all entitled to ask our politicians why. We asked Ambulance Victoria, Esther and the state government if we could speak to someone on camera today to get answers. All declined.